The local carrot girl, Lena, and her family just moved to Oslo from Horton. Her mother reminds her of the proper etiquette when talking to royals since the twins from the royal family go to the same school as hers. But Lena doesn't believe the prince is soft like her mom says, since he is going viral and being called Prince Fuckboy on social media. Ove, her new teacher, welcomes her to class just as the royal twins walk into the room, Kala and Margrethe. Prince Kala sits beside Lena and introduces himself. Lena even sings a song to show the prince how her name is supposed to be pronounced. Then Ove introduces her to the class. At home, she observes her body, hoping to take Ozempic in the future. Her father complains about having to pay the royal family's taxes, but Mama simp for them. Lena's mother tells her to take Theodore when she goes for a run, so Lena puts her baby brother in the stroller and starts jogging. As she does, a bad memory from her previous school hits her. She got her ass whooped. Unfortunately, the stroller gets stuck, and with her phone battery dead, she has no way of contacting her parents. Lena carries her brother as she tries to move the stroller. Unfortunately, her grip slips, and the stroller continues to roll down the path. To her surprise, shirtless Prince Kala is on the same trail with his bodyguards and he stops the stroller. Lena officially introduces her baby brother to the prince and thanks him for his help. Because Kala is shirtless, a tick clings to his skin, and Lena offers to help him remove it. She wanted to suck that tick out of him. Then he snaps a photo with his arm around her. At the school, Lena notices that the students are staring at her. Ingrid, Astrid, and Fanny introduce themselves and ask about Lena's photo with Kala. She explains that they just happened to meet that day, and it was not even a big deal. Lena is also thrilled when she's introduced to Tess, an influencer she's been following for some time. Tess says she can't take content in school because of the royals, and unfortunately, Princess Margrethe overhears when Tess calls her Princess Paranoia. Lena's parents are surprised when Prince Kala shows up at their house the next day to pick up Lena. Kala rides his scooter to Ingrid's house for the pool party, with his bodyguards following him. The place is already packed with people when they arrive, and Lena immediately starts stuffing her face and double fisting. Tess refuses to stay at the party because she can't deal with the princess. After Ingrid introduces Lena to Margrethe, she quickly realizes that even though Tess is nice, she's not on good terms with the royal twins. When asked, Lena lies and says she doesn't use social media often, but Ingrid finds out that Lena had an account before. Kala swoops her from any more awkwardness. Lena admits she appreciates the prince picking her up and being nice to her family. However, before they can swap COVID, Arnie interrupts them. As she falls asleep, Lena remembers her previous school, the drinking and the people, everything she left behind. When she wakes up alone on the swing, still a bit disoriented, she heads to the pool and lets herself fall. Kala jumps into the water very quickly to save her. However, Lena gets angry that the prince put her on a chokehold. She says she was just swimming and didn't need any rescuing. Princess Margrethe defends her brother and says he was just trying to save Lena. When Lena gets home, her father reminds her that Kala has a bad reputation, taking pics with naked women, but Lena assures him that he's a good guy. Kala visits her the next day to check on her. Unfortunately, Theodore gives him a golden shower when he carries him, so Lena invites him inside to get changed. They are about to kiss when Lena's parents arrive, so they miss it for the second time. Then Kala takes Lena on a boat ride and admits he likes her authenticity. This time, they successfully have their first kiss. The twins' bodyguards pick up Lena and drive her to the palace. Girl, you better grab your mans. You finna be rich if you marry. Thinking it's just her and Kala, Lena wears a fake crown and carries a pack of candy as she waits for the door to open. To her surprise, the king is the one who welcomes her. Kala reasons out that he expected them to be alone. Lena is a bit overwhelmed by everything in the place, but the king is nice from the beginning, even though Princess Margrethe shady AF, calling her brother a big man baby. When the queen shows up, Lena greets her despite sensing the sudden change in the room. The queen nicely chats with her before she asks the king to talk in private. Margrethe then confronts Kala for bringing a random person into the palace. Margrethe calls Lena a whore. She's bothered by Lena's lack of knowledge in table manners. Lena later learns that the queen is sick and has extreme anxiety from worrying that she's not good enough. Girl, same. Afterward, Kala invites Lena to Arnie's place, and she agrees as long as they have their own private room, probably to do the nasty. They pick Lena up the next day, and Margrethe nicely greets Lena's parents before saying goodbye. Margrethe being fake as fuck is not surprising. Lena dreams of her previous high school and how bad the gossiping was. When she wakes up from her nap, she even asks Kala to delete the photo he took of her. On one of their stops, Lena sees a familiar face in the convenience store, her ex-best friend Guro. She follows Guro at the back of the store to apologize for posting her private OnlyFans video. Lena admits she was out of line, but she is still hoping for forgiveness. But Guro isn't so happy to see her. She pushes Lena and pins her to the ground while she furiously tries to make her eat dirt. As Lena struggles, Princess Margrethe accidentally walks in on them, and Guro quickly gets up to greet the royalty. Her bodyguard asks if there's any problem, but Lena assures them that everything is fine. Margrethe hands Lena some wet wipes and tells her to clean herself so Kala won't see her looking like shit. Then she promises not to tell anything to her brother. They arrive at Arnie's place, and after a good swim, Lena and Kala take matters to the bedroom. They start making out in the bed, and Kala stops Lena just before she can give him some royal treatment. Kala is afraid he might get her pregnant even when Lena suggests they use a condom. Forget the condom. Get that bag, sis. That night, the group makes a toast for Lena for being the new member of their inner circle. However, Lena doesn't understand why the others don't really like Tess. So Princess Margrethe explains that Tess used them, the royal twins, for her content. Even Kala seems to agree, and he adds that Tess was the one who posted some of his viral photos where he was dubbed Prince Footboy. The next day, Lena wakes up beside Prince Kala and tries to take his royal eggplant. However, Kala still says no and explains that it only stresses him out. So Lena comforts him and says that she understands if he has never done it before, that it doesn't bother her because she just wants to be with him. That's when Arnie enters the room, asking them to go upstairs because some guests have arrived. Arnie a real rooster blocker. Lena sees Guro with the other visitors, so she quickly excuses herself and returns to her room. She packs her bag and leaves a note for Kala to find. She takes the other path away from the crowd, but Guro is there waiting for her. Lena apologizes again to her old friend, but Guro is not about to let her go. They fight about what caused the fallout of their friendship. Guro was with a boy named Christian, but after she cheated on him and she started avoiding Lena and Christian became closer and developed feelings for each other. However, Guro argues that Christian only found out about the cheating because Lena posted a video of Guro riding a pony in the backseat of a car. Lena admits what she did was wrong, and if Guro is going to tell the prince, Lena won't stop her. She finally leaves the property and takes a taxi to get to the city, even though she doesn't have money with her. She wants to message her mother, but seeing they're on a trip with Theodore, she messages Tess instead. The driver drops her off at Tess's house, and Tess pays the fee for Lena. Tess thinks there's a problem, but she doesn't press Lena for information. Later, she admits to Lena that she was not the one who posted the viral photos of the royal twins. She explains that she stopped convincing others she didn't do it when she realized Princess Margrethe would never believe her. Later, Lena decides that she'll explain everything to Kala. She confesses that she's in love with him and asks to meet him at the park the next day. However, the next day, Princess Margrethe gets there first before Kala. She says that Guro told her Lena's secret, the video she posted and the hidden truth that Theodore is Lena's son with Christian and not her younger brother. Girl, what? Margrethe explains the importance of having honest people around them that they can trust and that Lena is not that person. She warns Lena to avoid Kala, and her secrets will remain hidden. She adds that the queen is sick, and their family won't be able to deal with another problem on top of that. Lena runs back home crying, thinking about the day she gave birth to Theodore. I did not see that twist coming. At school, Lena finds the prince waiting for her. Kala says he went to the park the day before, but Lena was not there when he arrived. Then she tells him that she doesn't want him anymore. She ends their relationship saying she wanted Prince F-Boy and not some guy who has mommy issues who can't even get his thing hard. And she gagged him with that one. When Lena returns home, she has a breakdown. She knows her parents did everything to support her and to let her live a normal life despite what happened. However, Lena thinks her life is still a mess no matter what she does. Then Theodore starts crying, so Lise checks on him. To Lena's surprise, she finds her mother lying unconscious on the floor. They take Lise to the hospital and find out that a blood clot started to block one of her arteries, but the doctors managed to save her, and she will fully recover. Lena's father sadly shares how miserable he was before he met his wife. Lena understands how important family is, and she's done hiding the truth. She takes a video with Theodore in her arms and reveals to everyone that she hid the fact she has a son because she was ashamed of herself. She bravely admits the truth and that she doesn't want to hide her son anymore. After that, Lise is discharged from the hospital, and Lena tries to spend more time with her son so her parents can go out together. Her classmates and friends have been very supportive of her after they saw the video she posted. It's prom night, and Lise expects Lena to attend, but Lena wants to stay in with them. Suddenly, Tess shows up at her door, already prepared to attend the event. They get Lena to agree to attend the party, and luckily, Tess manages to make a new dress out of Lisa's old clothes. The school has been very welcoming when Lena walks in with Tess. Arnie and the others admit they miss spending time with Lena, and that there's no need for her to hide her son. Princess Margrethe sees her friend's reaction to Lena, and still she refuses to be as understanding. She whispers to Lena that she will keep her remaining secret as long as she stays away from Kala. Lena looks around to find the prince, but even Tess doesn't know where he is. To everyone's surprise, Ovi announces that there will be a special performance for the night. Kale walks on the stage carrying a guitar and a band to back him up. He sings a song to Lena, while all of his friends cheer for them. I can't even get my mans to give me flowers. Afterward, he approaches Lena, finally acknowledging that Theodore is her son and not her younger brother. Then they kiss in front of everyone. Princess Margrethe pretends to be happy for her twin brother and Lena. However, the cheering crowd and the pressure of having to deal with a new problem are too much for her to handle. She tries to walk, but she loses her balance and falls to the floor, and her eyes flutter. That's the end of the movie. There's a second part and it focuses on Margrethe. Should we cover it?
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.